R32 badminton against one of the home favorites, Kodai Naraoka, the number 7 seed. So this is section 4 of the men's singles draw, and while such a competitive discipline these days, that there are some big names here. The winner of this match will play either Wang Jingjing or Lakshya Sen up at the top, but also Rasmus Gemke, Christo Popov, Leilan Ji and Anders Antonsen, the number 2 seed in this section of the draw. Well, the fans, as you can see, have been in good force here on day 2 of the event. And we're just about waiting now for the players to make their way out. And it's my great honor and very, very happy to have with me in the commentary box the former Danish national coach and, of course, our resident badminton expert, Steen Pedersen. Steen, how have you been?
Thank you. Fine. Looking forward to some good matches today here.
Well, we've already had a couple. Yeah. Now, this one, as I said, has a very interesting theme to it in that it is, well, it's just a second event that Anthony Ginting has played this year.
Yeah, and it's the 4th match in almost a year.
Quite a serious injury he had.
Yeah.
Well, that's head-to-head, of course, because of that injury. Means that Kodai Naraoka is going to be going in as the favorite for this one.
Serve. Okay.
Now that you're here, Steen, you can confirm the drift patterns of this wonderful arena that we're sitting in.
Yeah, I'll need to take a little bit of a closer look at it, but my first impression is that it's the drift alongside the court from the near side towards the far side of the court.
That's what I thought. That's what we've been seeing in the first 2 matches today as well. But as you said, it is early days, and those wind conditions can easily change. But this should be interesting to see if Ginting has got any of his form back. I guess it's too early for him to really be making an impact.
Yeah, that's what we need to see. It's going to be very, very interesting to see exactly where he is, and I think also for himself to. One thing is to play full in practice, but how will it affect him when you go into match play? But I mean, 3-0 up against Naraoka in the head-to-head, so
he knows what to do.
He knows
just
what to
whether
do.
he can do it.
Yeah.
Well, it should be very interesting indeed. And Naraoka, of course, has had a pretty good run this year. So no real events for Ginting, of course, being his 2nd event of the year. But Naraoka finished 3rd in Canada. That was just a couple of weeks ago. Quarterfinalist in Singapore, quarterfinalist at the Malaysia Masters, and quarterfinalist in Thailand and the Badminton Asia Championships as well. There's our umpire, joined by our service judge, Iris Metspalu. And with everybody in position, it means we're ready to get underway.
Ready to play?
So here we go. This being the 3rd of the 6 Super 750 events in the 31 event calendar of the HSBC BWF World Tour. And of course,
ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Kodai Naraoka, Japan. And on my left, Anthony Sinisuka Ginting, Indonesia. Anthony Sinisuka Ginting to serve, Level. Play.
So we do get underway. Ginting to serve. So far so good in the opening point. Ginting manages to get it with a quick tumble off the net. And of course, Steen, not the first and only Indonesian player that we've seen returning at the Japan Open. Gregoria Tunjung was on court as well. Of course, she didn't make it past the first round. I think it was Reiko Gunji who took her out.
That's right. That was a little surprising compared to results from before she was absent from tournaments, Tunjung. But that just exemplifies that it's difficult to get back when you've been out for a prolonged amount of time. One of the interesting things to see with Ginting here is how has it affected his movement. Normally very, very speedy, but especially in my opinion, speedy in the attacking footwork.
1-all.
Yes, we see a good slice chop from Kodai Naraoka. So it's going to be interesting to me to see if Naraoka is going to try and take a more controlling
as opposed
approach
to
this
playing
match.
Playing out the rallies, which is what he usually does. Be a little bit more aggressive. But as you said, it's difficult just to come back to badminton. But of course, Tunjung and Ginting looking at getting back into top fives, top threes. That's very, very difficult.
For Ginting, I think it's just about sort of scoring enough points to hang on to top 32. He's on a protected ranking at the moment.
He's on 50 basically right now. That's what his current ranking is, but protected, as you said. It is very tough. Even then, he still managed to pick up the lead here at the start of this first game, 3-1. As you can imagine, Naraoka with a lot of home fans behind him.
Service over. 2-3.
And with Ginting going long there, it's now 2-3. Serve back with Kodai.
Another thing that's going to be interesting to see is how the net game of Anthony Ginting is doing at the moment. It was a tough ask there, playing it sharp from a distance, but we know that he's been extremely good at the net game. Ginting, is that touch still there? Or is it perhaps a little bit rusty?
That's the word, isn't it? This touch. You can do all the fundamentals, you can go through all the training, but in the end, it's about your feel for the shuttle. And he is, as you just saw then, missed that net shot. He's just going to be a little bit vulnerable, I think. But even he's going to know that it's going to be a long way back. And so we're expecting to see him and Tunjung, of course, for the rest of the matches and events for this 2025 season. Whether they'll go on to win titles or whether they'll go on to the business end of these events is really up to them and their determination.
And the thing is, when you've lost some ranking points, then you've got to play a little bit extra as long as you have the protected ranking. So Ginting is actually entered into both next week's China Open and also Macau Open
so
in
he's
2
going
weeks' time. So
Super
when you go
300s,
back, then you suddenly get to play 3 tournaments in a row, which you might not opt for had you been sort of settled in the rankings and were able to plan the season according to your wishes.
Well, I'm sure the Macau Open's going to be very happy to have a player of his caliber there. But you're right, that is something that he has to do. Drop down to Super 100, Super 300 level.
5-4.
Just go through the entire pyramid again. So Naraoka with the lead now, 5-4 after being 3-1 down. Recently he's been a slow starter, Kodai.
4-5.
Well, he was caught out that time. That was wonderful play by Ginting. Ginting sending it to the back. And as soon as he saw Kodai out of position, finishes it off at the front. So 5-all.
In terms of Indra Vijaya, the Indonesian singles coach.
Service over.
This is Johan Doyo, who is the head singles coach, but it's not so often we see him at the tournaments.
Right.
Johan Doyo, DAIHATSU coach when he was at his peak.
Yeah, the great stuff that he had.
With deception.
Service over.
As I said, the last few shots, Ginting has picked the right choice of shots.
You can see the legs of Naraoka just starting to move in the wrong direction. Had to
twist it up,
compensate.
Ginting growing in confidence.
Service over.
I think we can expect 1 or 2 of his shots to definitely be a bit errant. But that's how tight it is in the men's singles these days. I mean, you have to have an all-round game that is 70%, 80% more effective. And any weaknesses will be exploited by your opponents, especially the top 10.
And it's also, there's also a lot at stake, in my opinion, for Kodai Naraoka. He played Canada Open a couple of weeks ago and lost in the semi-final to a young and upcoming player, Victor Lai.
Wow.
Not qualified for this tournament, Victor Lai, but a very good win for the young Canadian at that time, and a little bit disappointing, in my opinion, for Naraoka, who was the clear favourite in that tournament, in my opinion.
Would have been the clear favourite. He's had patchy results, Naraoka, over the last few months.
And lost to Gemke in the first round of the Indonesia Open. Gemke is dropped in the world ranking as well, so
7-8.
This being his home tournament,
exactly.
There's some expectations. That's how I interpreted that participation in Canada, that he wanted to get some match practice in before his home tournament here, and must have his eyes on the World Championship also in late August in Paris, the Olympic Arena.
Hasn't picked up a title this year, you're right.
Service over.
And some of that
9-7.
almost electricity that he used to have in his play seems to have vanished a bit. Third at the Malaysia Masters quarterfinals in Thailand and the Asian Championships as well. Just hasn't been able to push through that last 8 barrier so much this year.
10-7.
Nice touch there by Ginting. Oh, that's a good one. Wonderful. Again.
Fantastic retrieval, I think it's gone wide.
No, that was a good point for
Service
Ginting,
over.
however you look at it.
8-10.
Wow, wonderful shot to the back from Ginting, and he's keeping within 1 point of Naraoka as they get to the first mid-game interval. Very soon.
Yeah, I think we're having the court mob there.
Yeah, not quite yet.
Thank you. Anthony on court.
Getting a bit of talcum onto that
9-10.
grip. 9-10. Very aggressive from Kodai.
Good play.
Service over.
Yeah, he certainly stepped up, and that is the break. 11-9.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Anthony, court.
So as they get back on court for the resumption of game one. Very close still. And I think
11-9.
some credit has to go to Anthony Ginting for keeping up the scoreline. As I said, he really hasn't had very many matches this year at all. He has stepped into this match quite well.
When was his last match? Was that
I think it was
Malaysia Open?
Yeah, it was January. It was Malaysia Open. So he's been out for a very, very, very long time. And in fact, at this event last year, he actually also retired in the first round. So there's a lot for him to prove here in Japan this week.
Japan Open last year was played almost immediately after the Olympics. It was tough for a lot of the players that had competed in Paris, that they had to get ready
13-9.
to play top-level badminton so soon after.
Well, they have such a punishing schedule, I mean, throughout the year. But to intersperse it with the internationals, these big international tournaments as well, yeah, you're right. Nice tracking back there by Ginting.
Good clear. Brilliant. Opened up the court there.
Service over.
Anthony Ginting
10,
found
13.
a good length on his clear. You can see it's not exactly on the back line. Naraoka had both his feet in front of the two tram lines there, and that's a sign that the clear is a little bit too short. But I guess that Ginting is playing with the drift, so controlling the clears is definitely a challenge.
10,
but still
13.
being able to play it once in a while to sort of keep your opponent honest is important. And when I say keep Naraoka honest, I mean if he doesn't play any clears to the back line, then it's too easy to move your base position a little bit forward whenever he's lifted to Ginting's back line, and then sort of create an advantage.
Naraoka is just pushing forward
Service
now.
over.
I think
14-10.
a bit more attacking approach is the way to go for Naraoka if he is to get his first win against Ginting.
So 14-10. That first win still needs some work. It's a good start. Great defense from Naraoka, but Ginting is all over the net.
Service over. 11-14.
He's not giving up this first game without a fight.
Thank you. Stay on court. No. Quick towel, back on court. The mopping is over. Anthony, on court.
And the umpire making sure that this match plays at the pace it's supposed to.
11-14.
11-14. Ginting with the serve.
Change it.
Wasn't on point at that point.
15,
so 15-11, and this is a glorious chance for Naraoka. 4 points up. He went for the big winner and missed it,
16-11.
Seems like an injury that has been rather tricky for Ginting. It wasn't like he immediately after Malaysia Open took time off and said this is going to take time before I come back. He's tried. He was entered into All England, didn't play. He was entered into the Asia Championship, ended up not playing, and so on. So it looks like something that they from my point of view, it looked like they thought they had control over the shoulder injury, but apparently it was more tricky than first anticipated.
17.
Well, that's very interesting to know that they were trying to enter him into these other tournaments. There hasn't been a straightforward rehabilitation at all.
Sometimes you've got to sort of like start from square one and say, okay, this is going to take a lot of time, and I'm not rushing it. But when you're entered, then you sort of try to see, am I ready? Is it okay now? And you probably somehow in practice.
I'm guessing you have to make that jump at some point, right?
Exactly. We have a situation with Victor Axelsen at the moment, the Olympic champion, double Olympic champion, who's been out with a back injury, back surgery, and he's just stated that he hopes that he's back at the World Championship, but it's going to take the time it's going to take, and if he doesn't feel ready, then he's not coming back until he's ready, and I think that that's super important, because otherwise you get a lot of disappointments and bad experiences.
That's not going to help. Well, I think everybody in the badminton community is waiting for Big Vic to make his return, but as you said, has to be at the right time. And back surgery, that sounds like a pretty serious
game point
situation.
12.
So while we've been talking about Vic, it is Naraoka that has moved to game point, and 8 of them, in fact, for this first game.
Yeah, a relatively
Thank you.
convincing first game from Naraoka.
I think since he's picked up, since he's moved into this aggressive kind of return, he's been moving around a lot faster.
He has that advantage of the drift, so it's going to be interesting to see if it's going to be any change to the second game.
Ginting with 3 attempted winners, returned nicely by Naraoka.
Oh, that's a fantastic. What happened there? We need that in replay. That was too fast for me.
I think we're going to get the side shot.
20.
We usually get the side shot for exchanges like that at the nets.
Change it.
And that was pretty fanciful stuff, actually. Now, ironically, I don't think we're getting it now at one time.
Play.
And it was a very delicate exchange at the net. Off on that far right side. Still a lot of work for Ginting to do if he wants to win it. In fact, this first game has now fallen. Mistake.
First game won by Kodai Naraoka.
21-13.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So back on court for game 2.
Kodai.
And we all got to see some heavy strapping on the right shoulder of Ginting.
Second game. Love all.
A lot of tape. As you said, Steve, still well in that recovery, rehabilitation stage. Oh, some great shots, some great pickup from Ginting. Stayed in, good idea, but a very solid rally from both players to kick off the second game. What a wonderful winner, Steve.
He's been going a lot for those cross smashes there, and it's still early stages in his comeback match here, but one of the things that I'm keeping my eye on is whether the crisp sound of the power smash is there, and so far
Thank you.
I'm not convinced that
a little bit off.
he's used it. Maybe he's a little bit afraid of really testing the shoulder.
Right, so he's been at, say, 60%, 70% on these smashes?
It's difficult to put percentages on, but it's just
a lot less. Yeah.
Normally when he moves backward, he's moving really, really fast backwards in the offense. Anthony Ginting got a really, really crisp smash there with a sudden stop of the racket after the smash, so it makes it difficult to predict where it's coming.
Right.
We haven't really seen that being efficient. And it's also difficult for him because he's perhaps playing one of the best defensive players on the circuit. And Naraoka is so capable in recovery.
Yeah. No, completely agree with you. I think that if there was going to be a player that he could really test the skills on, it wouldn't be Naraoka for sure. It's a different game that he's going to be learning now, or relearning, I should say.
Service over. 2-1.
Still, we got the longest rally so far, 33 shots. And this second game has opened with some 3 very nice rallies to watch. That's in. That was a beautiful
3-1.
drop shot in.
Oh, that's a good shot. Fantastic tops by Ginting.
Service over. 2-3.
Guiding the first one over, and then that backhand low slice there. Absolutely amazing.
No look as well. All touch and feel.
That's one of the situations
Service
where
over.
that's not a full power Ginting smash, that one,
4-2.
in my opinion.
Play.
3, 20 seconds. 3, 20 seconds.
That was well controlled at the net by Ginting. This is the final shot there.
Yeah.
5-2.
That's one of the shots that often goes down as unforced errors, but it's mentally forced because of the knowledge that Ginting has about his opponent. He knows that Naraoka is a fantastic retriever, so it has to be accurate in order to be a winner.
Another one, very soft.
I would say,
2.
it's generalizing, but ever since Ginting lost that All-Indonesian final to Jonathan Christie
At the All England.
At the All England last year, he hasn't really been playing at the same level since.
Right, okay.
If you go through his results.
Well, Christie's already out in this tournament.
7.
He was out in the first round. Kunavit Vitasan also out in the first round. Leung Jun Hao to our defending champion Alex Lanier, of course. Alex Lanier was the winner last year. Still in the hunt this year. A young Frenchman.
Service over. 3-7.
A chance for Ginting again to cut into this lead. It's 7-3 to Naraoka in the second.
Kodai Naraoka
challenge was expected, really. It was very close.
Yeah. We're not positioned directly over the lines there, but I understand the challenge from Naraoka. I had the same feeling as the Japanese player that it might have gone wide.
Well, here it comes. Nope, that's cleanly in.
Unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 4-7. Play.
Well, he's edging his way forward here, Anthony Ginting. It's a long way back now that he's lost the first game. But all he can do is concentrate on the next point. It's gone long.
Service over.
So the drift alongside the court is not that severe, it seems. It seems like you can actually also play it along from the opposite side when you play it clear.
Right. That's a beautiful shot.
6-8.
Those are the kind of shots he needs if he's going to put himself back into contention here.
Nothing wrong with that one.
7-8.
Yep, found some clear court. And he's now just 1 point back.
Seven, 8.
10-17.
That's an enforced error.
8-all.
Yeah, he was under no pressure at all. So 8-all.
That's the way to do it. There's not much doubt that Naraoka has the advantage when he's attacking. It's more of a 50-50 thing when he leaves the initiative to Ginting. Super important for the Indonesian to get back within striking distance after falling behind 3-7.
Absolutely, and I think that's what I meant about just keeping his focus on the next point. For him, you can't really have much of a strategy past that. Keep winning. Keep
9-8.
Sharpening up each of those shots that he needs to.
Good play from Ginting in that rally.
9-all.
Good controlled defense.
It's a wonderful low shot just before the end from him. Just stroked the top of the net. push and put some pressure on. And there's that retrieval that you're talking about, but that one just past him.
10-9.
Perfect little lob.
Kodai, stay on court. Stay on court. 10-9. Play on.
So Ginting now 10-9 up as we approach the second mid-game interval. And yes, as you said, he was 7-3 down. He's done very, very well indeed to bring himself back into this.
Good net play.
Just wide.
Service over.
He's going to have to fire a couple of straight attacks from that backhand side, Anthony Ginting. Otherwise, Naraoka can creep a little bit to the left-hand side and
start covering those.
Much better.
Keep himself unpredictable if he can. So back on court, 10-all. And it's anybody's guess as to which of these players is going to have that mid-game interval lead. Ginting was expecting him to go the other way. Instead, pushes to the body. And he's 11-10 up at the break.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Court, Anthony, court. $11-10.
Well, it couldn't be closer than that.
Play.
What could be the last 10 points for Kodai Naraoka? Starts right now.
Good play.
Came back a bit high.
Service over. 11-all.
A rally with good shot quality from Anthony Ginting. We also have to remember that this is early days here in Tokyo Metropolitan Gymnasium, so there's also factors like timing to consider, finding out the playing conditions.
That's the thing, isn't it, with these events? If you are going to make a good deep run into some of these tournaments, that's exactly what you have to do in these early days.
And the last two rallies here following the interval has benefited Anthony Ginting, not only point-wise, but also the way they've unfolded. He's been able to pile on the pressure.
Thank you.
On Kodai Naraoka, and I think if he can continue with this kind of shot quality here, which is in no way extreme, so there should be good chances that he could do that. Then he forces Naraoka to take a more attacking approach, and if he can't do that, then he's going to have to rely Naraoka on Ginting not being able to sustain that shot quality.
Service over.
Jumped in. Naraoka attacked
12
that.
all.
12 all. Showing a great deal of guile.
Anthony, return the shuttle.
Here's Kodai.
Stay on court. Stay on court. Thank you. 12 all.
Good deception.
The retrieval. Yeah.
Super important rally, this one. Missed it.
It was a great rally, but Kodai knows how important that was. The fist bump at the end of it. 24 shots. But he's come out with the serve and the lead.
Thank you.
Fast-paced rally. Again here after the interval, and this time Naraoka
13
was up to
12.
it.
Change it.
Made it too difficult for Ginting, made him play too many accurate shots. Couldn't maintain the shot quality in the end. The quality of the match has gone up, in my opinion. The pace is higher.
Yeah, it has. Certainly has. Well, for the neutral watching, regardless of the physical situation and differences between the players,
Wait.
it has been fantastic.
That's a challenge.
Anthony Sinisuka Ginting challenges
Pulled
balls
out.
Well, that looked in from up here, but as you said, we're not quite centered to the court. We're just off to the left.
And I'm not going to challenge that sharp service judge one more time. I learned my lesson.
That's right. He was pretty good last time. Oh, here it comes. Yeah, that's dead on the money. As in as it could be.
In.
So,
Service over.
she wasn't right.
13 all.
And the
Play.
score moves to 13 all. Everything to play for.
Wide. And Ginting has the right trajectory towards the long
13.
forehand of Kodai Naraoka. He gets the upper hand in the rally.
Right.
Sometimes he can play it back there. The second time, sometimes he can cross it to the backhand side of Naraoka's court, and he will be in charge of the rally. That's going to be something that Naraoka has to cover one way or the other. Otherwise, he's going to be in trouble. That's going to lie as well.
Yeah.
Sloppy mistake, in my opinion.
15,
Yeah, certainly a
13.
drop in quality from Kodai. And as you said, that's just put Ginting in the driving seat for the second game. Wonderful.
And every time Naraoka gets on the attack, he's
Service over.
actually
14,
able to convert
15.
a lot of the options. That's well placed there from Naraoka. But it seems like he's struggling a little bit to figure out how am I going to get on the attack.
Yeah.
Which
He's,
is that's not unusual, because I mean he's basically a patient player wanting to play long rallies, and outlast his opponent, so that's something that he's got to
develop, I guess. Yeah, this understanding of attacking. Well, I think that's why he's had patchy results this year. I think a lot of people have kind of figured out that that's his one way of playing. So you're right. He needs a couple of extra bows, arrows in the quiver. That's what it is.
Kodai.
Well, they haven't been able to break the deadlock. It's 15-all. And we saw earlier, this is before you came in, Steen, with Li Chukyu and Li Shifeng. That went to extra points in the second.
Good play again.
Yeah.
Super play, that little deception.
Service over.
Exactly the right pace, this time to the backhand side of Kodai Naraoka.
15.
Works fantastic for Ginting. But it also seems to me that the rallies cannot extend too long. I mean, if it goes beyond 12, 14 shots or so, it seems like Naraoka has the advantage.
Yeah.
Anthony, on court.
Absolutely agree there.
16-15.
So, Ginting now in the lead. 16-15.
Just towel. Do a quick towel. He's in front of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I think that's from sweat and moisture. So he was allowed that extra towel down. Back on court. And these next 2 points are absolutely critical to this match.
Oh, that's well played. You read that Kodai Naraoka moved forward when Ginting was about to play the low backhand.
16-all.
Recovery shot.
Change it. Change it.
Went fast again, this time very close to the net. And more importantly, held his resolve when he was there. Didn't back down an inch and scores the point, but still only to tie at 16.
Again, he converts.
Yeah.
Naraoka, brilliant play.
17-16.
His dad on the coaching bench next to Sho Sasaki.
Well, he wasn't expecting that return, Steen.
17-all.
He's got so many deceptions in the low service return. Arsenal, Anthony Ginting.
Well, it certainly caught Kodai out. You could tell by his footwork that he was not expecting that at all. And after all that good work to get in the lead, it's 17-all.
There was a straight smash down the line.
Over. 18-17.
Recovered by Naraoka, didn't quite have that sting in the tail.
Deception again.
Service
That was
over.
clinical from Ginting.
18-all. Change it.
So 18 all. And Anthony Ginting at times looking like he's back, getting back to a decent level of form.
19-18.
Certainly good enough form to force a third game here, you'd think.
Service over.
It's crucial, absolutely crucial.
19 all.
That could have given him game point. In the end, it's back to deuce at 19.
Quick, only quick towel. Quick towel. Kodai, back on court. Back on court. 19 all.
From Kodai, and that
20,
gives him match point.
19. A quick towel, yeah, in the center.
But it's a solitary and very slender match point. If Ginting can convert this, sorry,
Thank you.
it will be deuce.
Stay on court.
I wonder if Naraoka is going to go for that fast approach at the net. Try and seal this match. Wonderfully done. And you can see what it means to him. So 21-19 in the second, 21-13 in the first. And good showing from Ginting, but he's still not quite up to scratch in terms of winning. So Kodai continues his quest here on home soil.
Thank you.
With a 52-minute match.
Match won by Kodai Naraoka, 21-13, 21-19.
Well, all smiles as he moves off. And Anthony Ginting, well, as we just said, he's signed up for China next week and Macau as well. So we'll be seeing plenty more from Anthony Sinisuka Ginting, but he put in a pretty good performance here. And there's confirmation of it. 21-13, 21-19, Kodai Naraoka through to the next round. Welcome back to our continuing live coverage of the Japan Open here at the Tokyo Metropolitan Gymnasium. We're up to our 4th match on day 2.